And sync clap.
Sync clap. Ah, damn it. Brazilka and I clapped at the same time.
Oh.
There we go.
Well, the clap is meant to be shared.
Oh dear God.
Funny, my dad said that the other day about the clams I was eating. Clams are meant to be shared.
Okay, I see what he was trying to do.
Yeah, he was trying to get some of my dinner.
Oh, okay. Okay. I thought he was making a very eloquent
No,
pun.
that's how my brain went for it, but he was actually after my clams.
You know, when you put it like that, it's even worse.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm the Space Quest historian, and welcome back to Phantasmagoria. I promised something interesting would happen in this episode, and yes, we will see death and mayhem and other interesting things. We will also see...
But no more rap!
No more rap. Promise, that was it. We will also see the fabulous face of Natalie Juhas. Got it right? Close? Juhas?
Very close.
Very close.
There you got it. Second time.
Juhas. Yes. Brazilka. Hello. And the awesome face of Richard Cobbett, famed journalist and writer of words.
Much easier to pronounce. How does it spell?
Hard to spell, yes. For some reason, I've
longer.
taken to calling you Sir Richard of Cobb. I don't know
Just
why.
like George Stobart, 2 B's, 2 T's.
Yes.
And sometimes I save the world by finding ancient artifacts.
Ah,
Not recently, though.
you must regale us with tales of exploits, but for now, I
not
wish
now.
I wish to subject you to the cinematographic unpleasantness that is Phantasmagoria.
Delicious.
Rizulka, you're gonna have to press play, I think.
Ah, yes. Because I'm special. Australia. There we go.
Did I accidentally pause? Oh, yes, chapter 5. And also, there's some
Adrian
screen
sleeps
artifacting. There's some. You notice the down arrow in the bottom right corner. I don't know if that's a DOSBox glitch or if it's just the game freaking out on me. Anyway, crying blood, always a good
Now,
sign.
how does Adrian even, be aware of this? This is cool imagery, but Adrian wouldn't know anything about it.
This is just Monday.
And she was dreaming that she was asleep and dripping blood. Well, marmalade, really. I don't think blood has quite that color.
Raspberry jam.
We've been jammed. Also, what
Well,
really...
that'd be fantastic if you reach a piece of toast that's just...
30?
Yeah, look, this is the point I was getting at. We're getting into the nightmare. The chapter 5 of Gabriel Knight 2 when all the spooky stuff. I mean, listen to that music.
The nightmare of 8:30.
She would sleep better if she didn't, do it fully clothed.
There's
And
that.
shoes.
But
Hey,
it's
my laptop's fixed.
8:30 in the evening. This is not midnight. This is not witching hour. It's 8:30 in the... Is that Swedish?
Unhelpful message.
Do not trust.
Unhelpful message.
Also, those are...
She'd get more she'd get more letters in that if she had a typewriter.
Yeah, exactly. There are not a lot of
It's a
letters.
really big font.
I mean, as a professional writer, Sir Cobb, how would you fare with this piece of machinery where you've got like a 80 character limit per line?
I believe I've said before the true horror is the idea of trying to write anything on that laptop. To the point that when it gets cut into 2, spoiler, all I can sort of think is, thank God, insurance.
Now she can actually go out and buy a fucking typewriter.
Well,
Okay, now
it's
the butterfly
Munch
is
is the
screaming.
thing.
Did anyone else see a screaming butterfly there?
Yeah,
I saw a Rorschach test.
I think I saw a member from Slipknot.
Oh,
Well, you do wake up in the early evening.
8:30s.
Gotta have a pee.
Well, I'm going to go up to my secret scary room.
Yeah, for no reason whatsoever, by the way. But and this is basically they crammed all the interesting shit into one chapter. Really, this is when you see all the murders, save for one, which we saw in the last episode. And we're gonna start with the most disgusting one. No, it's not the most disgusting one. It's the most horrifying one, I think.
I'm like, okay, this one's fine.
It doesn't help that this actress is really trying her best, but is not entirely selling it, I feel.
No, look, I want to kill you, but screams really do dampen my erection.
Yes.
There are easier ways to do this.
Yes.
Why
put
do we
your
have to be
hands
so
in your
poetic
snack.
about it? I do...
Oh, it's you!
I do appreciate that they filmed this.
Doesn't even hurt at this point.
I'm pretty sure at this point the neck has already snapped.
No.
At this point.
At that point, yeah, but
And she just went, "This is surprising."
Oh my god, that poor celery!
I mean, for all the shit we give it, Adrian really does a good, "Oh my fucking god" face.
That I'm going to
think that's
say
why she
is
got
probably one of the best scenes of the things. I think that Kano's like demonic love of it, the way the actresses kind of sort of play off. I think it's not just that he's killing her, but it actually looks painful, which I think some of the other ones don't quite get to the same extent.
And also the Carno actor gets really cartoonish in some, and is really truly evil in others. He was, I think, he had an off day with the Hortensia shovel murder thing.
Yeah. Well, that just sort of seemed like I'm bored.
Yeah. Or I'm really giggling. This is incredibly hilarious.
We have to do something about this TV.
Also, did that mirror grow in size? I think it's.
There's only ever one thing on, and
yeah.
it's this.
Oh, here's the.
oh no!
This is
Husband
this is
down.
Kano's special all-you-can-eat buffet.
Yeah.
And when we say all-you-can-eat,
Yeah, he's not fucking kidding around.
She's not even that fat. No, I'm just saying, you know.
Yeah,
They're
I
going
mean,
about her being really fat. She's not that fat.
this is like when you see America's Next Top Model and they go plus-size models, and it's just a normal human being.
A size 12. Oh my god.
Also, what is, like, from a prop standpoint, what is this gunk that he's feeding her? I doubt it's very much
It's
what
not getting
he's
down into her mouth. That's what it's not doing.
well, it's also getting kind of splattered everywhere. It's like kind of stop that. I mean, obviously the prop is held up, quite strong, but still, it is moving. I mean, that's going to be really unpleasant to sort of sit under.
Yeah. I mean, that actress is not having fun. I know that,
No.
there's a, plug in that thing, so he's just stirring that thing
Well,
around.
I mean, there's obviously the plug, but I mean, it's also it's supported so that obviously, but he's still pushing quite hard into it.
I think when they cut away,
you can kind of sort of,
I mean,
you can see the buckling of it in her mouth.
well, this angle, I don't think there's an actress under that, so he could just get right in there.
Yeah. No. Fun fact.
No,
that
I mean,
actress
even
died in real
when
life.
there is though, I mean, that's pushing down
Yeah.
quite. I mean, obviously, when he's kind of really going for it with the stick, no, I'm sure there isn't.
Yeah.
But even when it's just like her eyes sort of bursting underneath.
Oh,
I can also point-
we have to
Can I
touch
also
the chair.
I can also point out, no chips. Kano is a very bad host.
That is true. No chips, no soda,
No desserts, no starters.
and sadly,
There's no light coming from the hallway. Sorry.
yeah, the hallway's
Here's your-
dark, and there's no electricity on the chair.
Here's your starter. It's a tarantula, and then we'll kind of move on to the.
Yeah, and you just lie there. This is it's not self-serving or anything. You just they bring you. They even feed you the food.
At this
Sorry,
point, I'm going to
yeah.
say I would probably take down the picture of Kano.
Yeah.
At this point,
Turn it against the wall. I don't really want to see that guy's
Cigarettes are
face.
missing.
now they make an awfully big deal about this when, spoilers, we find the secret passageways. About there's a cigarette on the floor. It never occurred to me to ever just go in the bedroom and check the cigarette thing. Also, if this was taking place in the middle of the night, which it's kind of pretending to, even though it's only 8:30 in the evening,
Oh, we'll say it's 9 o'clock now.
it might be 9. Oh, what the fuck?
Barn!
What was my line? What was my line? Oh yeah, barn. And he's just, yeah, he's not the best messenger in the world. Line.
It's all right. I'll get it from the fortune teller.
I think it had something to do with, the seance.
The seance, not the seance.
Seance.
Thank you, Cyrus.
Let's have some goofy
then the
clown
And
music
music.
the
funky.
comedy music kicks in.
Well,
The seance. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo.
I'm not gonna head to the seance quite yet, because there are still some other goofy death scenes to get through.
Seriously, get out of this house, you stupid
This is
bitch.
the second fortune I told today.
Even the fortune
I said
teller's just
one a
looking at her
day.
going, you gotta be kidding at this point. Why are you still here? Behold! More cards. These mean
The void
nothing.
card.
Yeah, the
Ah, this is the voice of the Mysterons. Weird.
We are watching you. You are not alone.
Now, obviously, this is supposed to be the ghosts of the wives and other people he may have killed randomly.
They're not very bloody helpful, though, are they?
No, they're talking through her laptop, which apparently they've having a hard time typing on.
Yeah.
And
also, the table seems to be on fire through the mirror.
yes, this is the only
there's
room.
just a fire happening.
This is the only room, by the way, where the game telegraphs you're supposed to look in the mirror.
I'm actually quite interested in this one.
The
The last few times it's been in like a brutal misogynistic murder. This one might be cool.
yeah, I think
She's
the game
not there. Oh my god.
the game intends for you to find this scene first and then go. But there were other mirrors in the house. I should go look at those. But I've done them out of order, and pretty much if you just speed run this game, you can miss all of the death scenes. There are actually a surprising number of scenes in this game you can just flat out miss, and the game makes no sense whatsoever if you do. Also, they're transparent.
I love that I was about to say, because they're in the mirror, but if, like, what's it called? If you remember when you were in when we were in the greenhouse, because they were actually there in the scene, they were solid people.
Yeah.
But, lovely.
I mean, this
they went all
is sort of
seventh guest.
seventh guest coast now.
Yeah.
He should
Mr.
have turned his head and looked straight at Adrian. That would actually have been a really, intense moment, I think.
I mean, I think that would also have the problem that with all the others, he's got kind of complicated machinery, and this one is just like, do you want to see do you want to see my pencil trick?
Also, the running towards the camera angle was a little, let's say, oddly placed. She basically just boop smashed the hell out of the camera.
And I've just noticed there's just a naked lady just behind her.
There is, and it's also a weird angle for the sink if you think about it.
Wasn't the sink the other way around when she was doing the washing up? Oh yeah.
Strange messages from the beyond.
Yes. Strange messages from the editor.
Void card, give us your secrets.
You will notice I'm really struggling with just basically finding the hotspots here because the mouse it's like there's an invisible barrier, and every time I click on something, I think it has to do with this snap to the fast forward thing that they do where they change the mouse's position.
Music. Yeah.
And now it seems like there's something down here that you're supposed to deal with. At this point, I think I'm going to restart the game in a bit because this is just infuriating as all hell. Yeah, there you go. I just restarted the game. Problem solved. And spoiler. I know that there is a death scene down here in the cellar.
I mean, I think that the whole cellar thing just kind of reinforces that maybe Kana's not so bad because his wives are just wine.
But there's nothing to do down there except see a rat pop out of nowhere. So you just.
I want to know if that's Kano's cereal.
Really?
Just if it's all sitting there, it's like kind of the devil eats Captain Crunch. I mean, it could be quite a good marketing campaign.
Yeah, could be fun. And Count Chocula, he does have a slight resemblance, I feel. What is that giant harp thing doing in the middle of the bird bath? I don't get it.
Well, I'd call it a pond
maybe
at
it's to
that point.
accompany the songbirds.
Oh, and this is just.
Oh, Harriet's getting ready for the striptease sequence. Just better
She's
prepare.
coming! Must make myself look good. She'll be looking for a new husband soon.
Two ladies.
This reminds me of, when my brother and I were kids and we would, put on a show in the living room for the parents. This is...
I love that Harriet's not wearing her shit clothes anymore.
Why was she... If she had these clothes lying around, either she just nicked them from one of the upstairs bedrooms.
I think that's a curtain. I think that... I'm pretty sure she just pinched a curtain and like wrapped it around herself.
She's been in Kano's bedroom.
Now, this is the game intentionally being hokey. Unaware of the fact that it has been hokey for at least 4 CDs.
It is kind of hard to tell, isn't it? It's...
That's not a very good table.
And this is Harriet having an orgasm, everybody.
This is terrible in so many ways.
She's very wordy during it.
And they wouldn't...
I let these people stay in my house.
Yeah. This is how I spent my 8:30s in the evening.
Cyrus, you are worthy. Sit up
9:15.
straight, boy.
Now he has to hunch over because the blocking is so weird. They have to sort of meet Harriet. Sorry, I keep calling her Harriet. Adrian and
It's her
Cyrus
name.
have to sort of
Oh,
reach
okay.
over the table to hold hands.
Guys, this is fantastic. However, I'm having some trouble with my husband. I think you might be able to help me out
Yeah.
with, especially you, giant, man who will
Giant
do what
baby.
I say.
Not only that, I mean, I was raped just a second or a day ago. All the mirrors are full of evil murders and shit. But
Oh no!
let's-
Now she's filleted a Smurf.
I mean, let's.
I love Adrian just falls over, just like, yep,
I wonder if that was an outtake.
Harriet's
Anyway,
dead.
it's just, why would you indulge these two wackos? Not knowing, of course, that this would happen. Why would you sit there and indulge these two
Can I
wackos?
play-
Like,
Why wouldn't you run?
Okay, for sitting through
Run.
this, you get one portion.
I have a voice effect
I'm
that makes it hard
Sultan.
to hear what I'm saying. And now I live inside this woman's mouth for no reason whatsoever.
Somebody said that I was a real piece of slime. I have proven them right.
I bet
You
they
will know
were.
everything. Just kiss me.
Now give us a smooch.
The princess and the frog spawn.
I'll bet Sierra were really
What?
impressed with
Why-
themselves when they made this effect, because I remember the 11th hour, the making of, they were super impressed that they had, a pot of soup that could talk, and so this is kind of the pot of soup of Phantasmagoria. Motion captured and everything. Why would you...
I mean, why can't it be more helpful though?
Yeah.
Why can't it just be a? By the way, burn the book, kill the demon.
Well, it's a
By
bit
the way,
more involved
Anything else
than
you
that.
want to ask about? I'm not really doing much in the dark dimension.
I'm due back in the hell
Hanging out with
dimension
the void
in-
card.
I got 5 minutes. You can ask me anything, really.
Do you think I would look good with a hat?
Perhaps
Yes.
a red gnome's hat.
If
Over
you
your
put me in a
face.
jar, I could be your new friend.
Also, just to be extraordinarily pedantic, Harriet vomits up this supernatural plasmic goo that then turns into Carnavash's face. Cool. I can see that from sort of a oh my god, what the fuck perspective. Does that mean that the spirit of Carnavash sort of entered into her intestinal tract, then bubbled around there for a bit, and expelled itself? And also,
She did eat food of the house.
so basically anyone in the house
So
might
it could have been Adrian.
might at any point just
And
gobble
does
up
that count? Does
ectoplasm.
that count as carnal relations?
That little
Yes.
gazebo there, you'll notice I actually spent
Oh,
quite
I
a lot
hate
of...
that gazebo.
It's only accessible during the nighttime, and so you think, well, there must be something there. And throughout most of the game, or most of this chapter even, there's just nothing to do there. It's only when you go to there at a very specific time.
I'm an evil fish.
Hello, down here! So this is a wife who didn't even get a death scene, or
No.
what?
No, that's their child.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
That's
the
the baby.
child.
Oh my god!
Oh, God.
Someone's left their
That was
stuffed toy
Hortensia's
here.
Yeah.
child that was drowned. And then...
Really?
They
I thought,
replaced-
I thought it was
They're
one of the
replaced by a
wives.
toy cat.
Yeah,
No. It's Hortensia.
it's Hortensia.
No, sorry, Hortensia's baby, I mean. Their little girl.
I
No,
never...
that looks like a toy cat.
I never made
Oh,
that
no, I was
connection.
talking about the girl in the...
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the reflections.
And she just said Cyrus, but... Cyrus didn't do it, you cow.
I mean,
Think about the night that's happened.
I mean, I at this point, first of all, she should have put 2 and 2 together. And go, oh, possession. I see. Now here's a question, and I've been dying to ask this ever since I played the game. She's sitting in front of the fireplace. Did she burn the cat corpse? Do you think? Did she just shove
No,
the cat
surely
in the
she
fire?
would've-
Well, I think it's also worth noting it's 8:30. She probably hasn't had any dinner. I haven't seen much in the house.
Well, I thought the ectoplasm would kind of turn you off on that. I made a jump cut here.
Oh no, it's the music. It has been several days, and she's only been to the general store and gotten a bone.
Yeah, and she didn't even eat
Didn't
that.
even keep it for herself.
She
yeah.
didn't even finish that.
There's a really tasteless joke I want to make at that point, and I'm going to sort of avoid it.
Yeah, judging by how we left things in the previous episode,
What the hell?
bone jokes just wouldn't fly at this point. Oh, and this goes on for way longer than it needs to. Adrian
Yeah.
was just looking down at the floor.
Still exists.
Yeah, and Adrian was looking at the
I
floor
just-
going, can we yell cut now, please? No? Okay, I'll look around some more.
I mean,
I
going
don't know
back.
if I've. Yeah.
So-
I
so
don't know
just
if I've
to-
mentioned what my original, what I thought Phantasmagoria was. That it was basically like the castle of Dr. Brain,
Yeah, you
but
said.
you had to
Yeah, you
find
said that.
Don.
Yeah.
This part, it would have worked really well.
The music kind of sells that. Yeah.
I'm just thinking
Don
that,
over here?
I'm just thinking that again, kind of going back to the why Phantasmagoria fails as horror thing. In most
recurring
horror,
theme.
you could say, well, okay, you wouldn't like immediately kind of sort of your mind kind of go into possession of demons and so on. Except in this one, you start out with the book. And it's like it's already kind of established so much like sort of spooky shit is happening that by this point Adrian just kind of comes across as slightly brain dead, not to have kind of like put the pieces together and kind of gone, even if the local town is called Nipawamset, I should probably go and find a room there.
Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of space, surely. I mean, oh,
Go and
and
stay with the realtor.
you have to go outside
Yeah,
after
oh.
you've done the bit with the cat and heard the music inside. For some reason, you would then think to go outside. This scene,
Kiss from a rose.
this scene eluded me for years. I didn't even know this was in the game, and it kind of sets up the entire, the death of Carno, how they got rid of him.
Oh, Angel, how I love you.
Oh, that was a great
Yeah.
line delivery too.
Zoltan knows about
Oh,
the
oh, Angel, I love you.
He found my
Let us
necklace.
smooch.
I told him I bought it in London. But
I told you I would be with you, but this my evil husband and your moustache. We can sort out one of these problems now. Here's
Why
a
do I
knife.
keep marrying men that are older than I am?
I can't leave.
And for some reason,
Like, much older.
I can't leave. The Phantom of the Opera is there inside my mind.
yeah.
And,
And
right
I'm
over
already
there.
wearing a wedding gown for some reason.
Next week.
I mean, they really got dressed up. And for some reason, the blocking of this scene reminds me of that scene in Futurama where Calculon and this other robot are sitting in a gazebo and going, I've always known you were metric, yes, but I'm willing to convert.
I can't remember. They killed Karna by rigging one of his tricks so it chopped his head off, right?
They
Yeah,
sort of burn his face too.
No,
No, wait.
they was burning him.
No, the blade thing doesn't work because later we see him sort of crawling with the book. Apparently, the fire just sort of expelled the demon. I don't know.
Yeah, it's been a long time, but it always just sort of jumped up. That must mean that Karna was a shitty magician, because I don't think
Extraordinary.
you'll find a single one who's kind of using an actual dangerous prop who won't double check it themselves before they get into it.
I mean, at this point, he must also be aware that, because I think he flat out spells it out at some point that my wife is cheating on me with one of the stagehands. I'ma just leave all the safety checking to her. I'm sure I can trust her.
But here's the thing which I always wonder: what does Karna get out of the deal?
Not a fucking lot.
Because, I mean, he's already running his Phantasmagoria shows, and they're just standard magic tricks. I mean, it's not like the Prestige, where he's sort of doing stuff supernaturally that, like, nobody could possibly do. And then all of the equipment which we see is just straight up, like, torture and death equipment.
And he's
So
supposed
it-
to escape from them and get his head set on fire.
I mean, it's just there are easier ways. Like, you just do the trick. I mean, it just always sort of seemed like that as like these sort of Faustian bargains go, that he doesn't seem to kind of get a lot apart from maybe the ability to be a lazier magician.
That's true. He doesn't get any special magic powers. He just... Well, I suppose the demon didn't quite make a bargain with him. As much
I know,
as
but
it's more of a Hellraiser type affair
Oh,
where
I
you,
know,
you
but
acquire
I mean,
this item
it-
that
it's
then
Not just
still-
trying to
it's
think he was
still
going to get out
pushed.
of it, basically.
It's still
Yeah.
pushed that kind of like kind of he gets his power from the demon and
Is it
and
really?
all that kind of stuff.
Is it? I mean, it basically all I can
Or at
tell
least
is
it
that
sounds like that was the idea and that it didn't work out. But I don't know what he thought he was going to get out of it.
I thought it was just like, in the Hellraiser with the Lament configuration. It's this otherworldly weird thing that's very rare, and I want to possess it for no real reason, really. And it turns out, oh my god, it's evil. Who would have thunk? I don't think he made any kind of deal. I mean, the satanic demon just sort of possesses him and go, now we should go on a killing spree.
It's not a straight up kind of like Faustian deal, but I always felt that the implication was that he became the fantastic magician because of the demon, because
Really?
he had this sort of supernatural.
I
That was
think-
just always my reading of it.
No, that's straight. I think that's more of a Seventh Guest reading, because...
Seventh
Well,
Guest
I
is
think-
straight up deal.
I think he was...
Yeah.
Seventh Guest is Jackass Genies.
That's true. But anyway, there's the article in the study thing that
His Phantasmagoria
which
show.
is a review of his Phantasmagoria show, and I'm pretty sure that's an old review, like way before he started marrying and killing off people. That's what I thought anyway. Oh, and,
Because, like, he's definitely been possessed since Hortensia, so
yeah.
obviously he thought
Well,
he
he
was
was
getting something out of it at that
for a
point.
very long time.
Yeah.
I like to. It always sort of seemed like that was the implication that, you know, even though the demons what kind of made him sort of kill the wives, he was sort of still getting something from it until you know finally they kill him and he's sort of freed it. Because the demon has no personality. It just
it's
seems
just
to
straight up evil.
exacerbate like the bad parts of whoever it takes over.
And it likes women's ears
Yeah, a lot. And there was
and
the
taking off their heads.
the infamous cigarette
Well-
sequence in the Oh, by the way, we found hidden tunnels. I don't know if you guys noticed that.
And we all they often talk about people often talk about how the secret passages in this game are a lot like the secret passages in Lorabo 1, and that there were cigarettes in the secret passageways as well, but Roberta didn't really do that much with Lorabo 1, really.
I do, however, like from a game design standpoint that this opens up a location that you have already explored to the fullest, and now it opens up even more of it without you know adding on shit. I mean, the greenhouse bit was just sort of a tacked on thing. I felt there's like a locked off portion. This sort of opens up, but at the same time, my younger person playing this game, my younger self, was going, "Oh fuck, something's gonna chase me down these halls, isn't it?" Lo and behold, I was right.
I think again a better horror game might have like front loaded a bit more of that stuff.
Maybe.
Well, it's because she's not really in any danger until right till the end. I mean, you know, there's the rap, but actually ending of her life.
Oh, and there's.
But again, but that's the thing. It's like it's meant to be a horror game, but effectively she watches a horror movie on the TV. Just the TV happens to be a mirror. You know, there's nothing personal about this horror, with the exception of the rap scene and you know the fact that obviously sort of Don is Don, but he's in the game so little that it's really just like wandering around the house like kind of fairly neutrally.
Yeah. There's also secret passages in Gabriel Knight 2, and it has, I think, the same sound, the same rumbly sound. Except that secret passage is not meant to be scary in the slightest, but when I play Gabriel Knight 2...
library, is it?
Yeah. And again, we have the 6 frames per second pan around this awesome rendered location.
That, by the way, is Latin for "you bought this house."
Now, all the other secret passages open by pressing some hidden indentation in the wall, I'm assuming. But they never actually bother to render that, so at this point, it just looks like she's too
Touching
bored
the
to
wall.
find
Yeah.
the correct spot.
Now, surely by the point that you have a theatre, like a full-on theatre for like, that looks at least 200 people, this gets
For one set,
classified as a...
population 12.
Yeah.
Yeah, but, you know, like, this would be classified as a commercial property, not a residential property. This could easily be a hotel.
It could.
Maybe not that chair.
No.
Might have to get rid of the chair. The obviously wooden sort of... what's the English word for it? Plywood. Plywood was what I was looking for.
Oh no, the intro started again.
Oh god, did we restart the video? I'm sorry. Honestly, we're not having sync problems this time. That really happened. I just saw a flashback. But
On another
You know,
day,
Adrian-
on another day, I would have loved to have had sex with Don on that. But today, I'm waiting for the weekend.
Oh, and Malcolm from
Adrian.
Pyrandia is
I'm
hanging out in
Mr.
the
Punch.
foreground.
I'm in this game too. I get a scary cameo in Phantasmagoria in Sierra's Interaction magazine.
Yes, I missed the photograph. Everyone who's played this game before, yes, I missed picking up the photograph. Don't worry, I'll get there.
Ask me about sausages and crocodiles.
That was the worst thing, like, worst graphic in Pepper's Adventures in Time, those kids that won that competition.
That's more terrifying than anything in this or Phantasmagoria 2.
It is, especially when they start crying.
Oh god, I'm so glad I only played the demo of that. Also, his mirror, his makeup mirror had little horns. Did you notice that? like devil
Yeah.
horns.
But yeah, once you get rid of the demon, Adrian, turn it into a B&B.
Oh shit! Yeah, this would be an awesome B&B, or just just a like.
You
a
don't even need to get rid of the demon. Just roll with it. You know, who wants the scary magician room, the floating blob of semen room,
the grab-ass room with the mattress.
the tower room? You're guaranteed your privacy because you need this newspaper and this pencil to get into it.
The greenhouse. Please don't sleep on any of the. I mean, it's a little dusty. You'll have to.
Just don't get too close to Dawn.
You
who's
can
drunk
sleep
now,
in the
so it's
barn,
fine.
however, you will have to sleep with Cyrus.
Yeah, don't go in
And
the
Harriet together.
barn. Also, don't
God, it's
open
been
any
a long
books.
day.
And is the implication now? Here's a question: is the implication that the bottle of wormwood that's slowly been emptying throughout the days we've been picking
Well,
up?
the absinthe, yeah.
He's been drinking that.
I just don't care.
Is Roberta going for The Shining sort of alcoholic metaphor, or did she just shove that in because she saw that in The Shining and thought that would be cool?
She saw The Shining?
Like I said, I would be very surprised if she'd see the Shining. I will always kind of go for the. It seemed an obvious idea.
Yeah.
When it comes to kind of Williamson, and I think just in that case, the idea that he's sort of drinking the absinthe doesn't really make a whole heap of sense.
Yeah, they don't do anything with it.
I don't drink. Okay, I have never drunk more than like that much alcohol in my life, and even I know
That's
you
more
do
than
not
I have.
swig absinthe.
No, you set it on fire and then cover it with your hand. See, I have drunk a lot of absinthe in my time. Well, not a lot. It sounds like I drink it.
Don't you have to burn sugar into it?
Yes, you do. It's a
I have seen
fun little
TV.
ritual, but I've also seen people like get severe burns in their hands from doing that shit. It is, like Richard said, it is not something you just simply swig from the bottle.
I mean, it could also be that like wormwood has like mystical connections and so on. So maybe it's dampening the demon or something, or maybe he's just crazy drunk.
Yeah, it's not doing a terribly good job at dampening the demon, I would say.
Well, it is there. I mean, he's fast asleep. I mean, if he breaks wind loud enough, maybe the demon will kind of come flying out.
On that
It's
note,
dampening the dawn.
on that note, thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, do whatever you kids do. Do leave us a comment, because we do truly love the comments. Let us know what you think. Does the absinthe dampen the dawn, or is it just a throwaway horror trope that
Dawn of the Dead.
Dawn of the Dead that Roberta had no idea what to do with? Let us know. Until then, we'll see you around the Chrono Stream.